Hi, good morning. This is Jackie, my Apex Training. Thank you for joining us on our weekly vlog. It is Wednesday the 12th of 2020. So, February, 2 days before Valentine's Day. So, what I want to talk about is really showing presence and being in appreciation of others and being able to be in this genuine service of helping those in need. Or not even necessarily those in need, but just validating and having a moment in time to say, hey, I appreciate you. Thanks for doing this. And each time we do that, we help to provide that spiritual, emotional strength to other people. And, we think like, the case in point with Apex Training, we work out at the gym to get stronger, to lose weight, to slim down, or to build more, bigger muscles. And I do explain to people that I am a strength coach, I am a physical therapist, and they're working out the tools, the barbells, the slam balls, the TRX, and the barbells, and what they are, they're the implements, they're tools in which how we improve our mindset and how we actually gain control over what our body does and what it's capable of doing and what we can will it to do. And through we end up like eating better, feeling better, and sleeping better. And so with that in mind, it's like even through the day, not necessarily like on the platform in the gym, but it's also like at the desk at work or at bedside during patient care, or it's at the kids' school if you're volunteering. Any place can be a platform. It doesn't have to be that particular environment. We take our environment with us because we take our philosophy and our minds and how we perceive and do things. And so we become consistent in that nature. A case in point is like yesterday I went in to help out my crew at work at the hospital. And so in that frame of mind where I didn't feel like I needed that extra attention, like I didn't have to let people know like, hey, I'm cutting my extra day off to help out. And because I don't need that validation. When you're at the moment, like what you're doing is validated through your actions, through already what's in line with your philosophy and with your higher power, as is. It's kind of like in that I don't remember what book in the Bible it was, but it's basically about the Pharisees, how they're at the temple, and you provide an offering, and so so there was the Pharisees, and they made it known that they were putting like just a very generous offering, and they're drawing attention to themselves and how they're putting the money in there and letting it be seen. And then there's this lady, this peasant. She, you could tell that she was like on the destitute side, and all she had was like, I don't know how much 2 pieces was back then, but all she gave all she had was just 2 little pieces. I'm not sure if it's 2 bits or what, and she popped it in the offering. Didn't say a word. Didn't draw attention to herself. She gave what she had, and I'm not sure who witnessed if it was Christ, or maybe it was God saying it. I'm not sure, but it was said that basically the Pharisees have already received their reward by their actions of what they'd done when they gave their offering. They received their praise already. This woman over here gave everything that she had and was quiet about it. Her treasures will be tenfold, even greater than what's imaginable when she goes to heaven, or maybe it's down the road, maybe with her descendants. I'm not quite sure. So when we do things out of the kindness of our hearts, we do it for that sole reason. It's just a random act of kindness to another human being who may need a little boost up, maybe need a little reassurance. Not for your own sake, really, but it's just for the sake of just giving. I was in the cafeteria yesterday, and the lines were a bit long, and so I went during lunchtime to pay for my food, and I saw an acquaintance of mine, a respiratory therapist, and I say, hey, how's your day going? Just small talk. I said, I'm so busy today. I said, I believe you. Line was kind of long behind me. I said, hey, bring it over, give me your drink and your lunch. I got it. She goes, what? I go, no, seriously. We all have a limited time of lunch, so bring it over. So, I I paid for her lunch, and she goes, I can't, are you sure? And she goes, well, can I treat next time? And I looked at her and goes like, you're taking the joy out of me just doing this. And I just started laughing. She gave me a hug. But at the moment in time where it's like we're pressure for time and we got to get back to doing our job and we have just X amount of time to eat a lunch, and it's just that, coming in for extra for work, I got to grab lunch and I see a person there just want to do something nice, and it was great. It would have been no different if I was off work and was going to take a friend out to lunch anyways, right? And so that's the case in point. So hopefully it wasn't really drawn out, but and sometimes we have to give a little bit more than what we think we have, and in return it'll be like tenfold. Believe it or not, it's this, we do reap what we sow. And hopefully I wasn't repeating myself too much, but I just want to wish you a very wonderful, happy Valentine's Day, and thank you for joining me here at Apex Training. This is Jackie Ma. We'll see you guys next week. All right, so long.